Today, we're talking about growing a real estate business from ground zero in a way that actually works, even if you're literally just getting started. If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or left behind while everyone else posts closings all over social media, stay with me. You're about to see how 6 key areas can close the gap between you struggling and having the life you've always wanted. I know exactly how frustrating it can feel. You walk into the office and see other agents picking up checks, and you wonder, when is my money coming? That was me once, working nonstop, trying everything they told me to do, but not getting barely any result. Let me put this into perspective. When I first got started, I was doing open houses every weekend, cold calling, and posting on social media all the time. At the end of the day, there was always that feeling like I must be missing something. It wasn't until I tried a more structured approach that everything changed. One of the agents in our community, Paula, went from being completely green to having 22 closings her first year. I've personally done over 100 homes year after year with it, and just last month, 3 more agents had back-to-back closings within weeks of following this. So if you're worried this is just fluff, trust me, it's been tested by thousands of agents in your exact situation. What makes this different from all the other scripts or random social media strategies? Well, most of what you see online gives you only one piece of the puzzle, or they don't take you through it step by step. They'll tell you to post more on social media or make more calls, but they never show you how these fit into closings. That's why I started this 6 pillars framework. Its parts are foundation, lead generation, nurturing, closing, back office, and referrals. If you neglect even one of these pillars, you'll keep feeling stuck. But once they all click together, you move from stage 1 to stage 8, and you'll have full control of your business. You'll start with pillar 1. This is the behind-the-scenes work that actually keeps your business afloat. You must know your numbers so you can plan things out better. From there, you're organizing your time so you're only focusing on activities that bring results and staying consistent with them. Believe me, if your foundation has holes, no amount of fancy trainings will save you. Now, don't get me wrong, you might see some short-term wins, but before you know it, everything collapses. So don't skip this. In fact, if you don't nail your foundation, all the other pillars will feel like you wasted your energy. Now, for those that say, I've got the basics handled, I hope you're tracking your revenue, blocking your time, and consistently completing your daily tasks. If you're not 100% on point, that's your cue to keep watching. Pillar 2 is lead generation. And this is where you might picture cold calls, door knocking, or running ads on social media. Those methods can work, but the real question is, do you have a process that consistently brings in leads, so you're not starting from zero every month? You need more than just tactics. You need a structure, like having multiple sources of leads. Then, making sure you can instantly capture their info and follow up before they slip away. That's the difference between feeling desperate for the next lead and having a full pipeline you can count on. In a minute, I'm going to explain how nurturing fits into this puzzle, because that's where many agents lose deals without even realizing it. Once leads do enter your world, you can't just cross your fingers and hope they'll call you back. Nurturing is all about building genuine relationships. You'll have to show potential clients why you're the clear choice to be their agent. Do this by connecting with them consistently and proving you actually care about their specific needs. Generic drip campaigns won't cut it. You have to offer real value to people these days, just like this video. Sometimes people want someone to just listen to them. So many agents get ghosted because they never give their leads a reason to stay loyal. If that sounds familiar, it's time to fix it, because you can't close deals with people who barely remember you. Remember, a well-nurtured lead is practically halfway closed already. However, an ignored lead will most likely disappear forever. After you've earned that trust, converting them to a client becomes much more natural. This isn't about memorizing a bunch of scripts. It's about finding out exactly what the client needs, then guiding them to you as the solution. Anyone can read off a script, but a real closer knows how to listen, empathize, and overcome any objections. This level of personal touch not only makes your clients feel heard, but also leads to smoother transactions. Mastering these skills is what frees you up to scale, because you're no longer chasing one-shot clients. You're building a real business. Now let's talk about the back office, which can either be a headache or a well-oiled machine. It covers all those operational things that no one sees. Think of paperwork, scheduling, brokerage processes, so you're not stuck doing every little thing yourself. When you have a straightforward system and possibly an assistant, you're able to focus on the tasks that actually make money. A solid back office means you can handle more closings without sacrificing new leads. It's your secret weapon for year-over-year growth. Coming up next, we'll get into the pillar that turns your one-time clients into a never-ending flow of business. This is where everything starts compounding. So finally, the sixth pillar is your referral system, and it's the ultimate game changer. Imagine a steady stream of warm leads, people who already trust you because they've heard good things about you. That's what happens when you intentionally grow relationships even after a deal closes. It's about keeping them thinking about you, offering ongoing value, and hosting events that make people excited to refer you. When you do this right, your business keeps growing without relying just on what you do every day. This is where your genuine personality and caring approach really shine. Show people you're not just about the transaction, and they'll happily send more clients your way. Chances are, as you heard these pillars, foundation, lead generation, nurturing, closing skills, back office, and referrals, you realize you've been strong in a couple, but missing others. That's normal, but if you really want to break out of that new agent grind or sell more than 20 or 30 homes a year, all six need to be in place. Once they lock together, everything from daily tasks to the big picture goals become more predictable. You can go from stage 1 to stage 8 knowing exactly what to focus on and when. So let's talk about your personal action plan. Right now, I want you to think, which pillar is your weakest link? Also, where could you get the biggest win if you fixed it first? Then, drop a comment below telling me which pillar you're going to tackle immediately. Now that you got the framework, if you want to speed up your results so you're not guessing or piecing it together on your own, there's a link in the description to our community you can join. By the way, if you found this valuable, tap that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.